All right, episode 49, first after the new year.
Woo!
It's now 2025.
Well, not now, but
But
when
when
they're hearing this.
no shit, why do you think I'm talking like?
I don't know. I'm here in the room with you.
I'm still
It's
hungover.
2025. Gaming's looking pretty good for this year. Mainly the last half of the year, but
Yeah. Yeah, not right now.
no, it looks good towards the last half. We have
What?
someone else. We have someone else on this podcast who hasn't really been on the podcast much.
Well, what the fuck ever.
Not on the
I've been here
podcast.
since day
I mean,
one.
to be
Yeah.
fair, recently,
Yeah.
not much.
Yeah, recently, no. No, recently life's been shit. So,
No, not recently.
back.
Life's been shit. Life's always been shit. Life's busy now.
yeah, life's real
Is
busy
the
now.
difference.
Yeah, there really ain't shit coming out as far as games in like the next, other than Civ 7.
Which I have
Like
no
next 2
expectations
months.
for after the last one.
I unfortunately have high expectations.
When we're playing Civ Rev in a month, I just want you to know I'm right.
It will be good.
Literally, I just want Civ Rev 2. I just want Civ Rev HDified with maybe a couple of new mechanics added in, and I'd be good. Like,
Civ Rev is peak. I gotta put my hands up. It's just peak.
that's why we'll be doing a video in not Civ Rev, but Civ Pirates. Yeah, come on, Sid Meier
No.
Pirates.
No. No.
Okay, I'll do you one better. We'll keep on the themes of pirates, and we'll play Atlas.
No. Even worse.
Sorry, I didn't get scammed into buying that game.
It was $10 when I bought it.
It's still
Yeah,
a
they
scam.
scammed you of $10.
Could have been
But
free.
there's
and it'd be a
dragons.
scam.
Why are there dragons? I thought it was a pirate game.
It's the Ark equivalent of pirates though, so there's gonna be goofy
Right.
shit.
But like, I thought it'd be like, ooh, like, or like maybe like, I don't know, I could see them doing like krakens and stuff like that. But
Nope, dragon.
All I know is, like, the one time I wasn't there to play it with everyone who bought it, Skippy's like, well, we tried building a ship, and then we launched it in the water, and it just sunk.
Yeah, literally, I was standing on the boat. I built it all. I spent like 2 hours collecting everything because everyone else was being stupid and just running around the island. I'm like, you know what? This will work fine. I launch it. It goes out underneath me for like 2 seconds and then just disappears in the ocean. And I'm like, yep, that's enough of this game. I uninstalled it and have not touched it since. I never will. But
until the video comes up.
No.
Actually, I think didn't that game get turned off?
I don't know. I might have.
I feel like
hope
it
so.
did.
I haven't touched
could
it
be wrong.
since, like, that month after I bought it.
It might have. I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, I want to say it got like some headline not
nope,
or,
still
like,
here.
a while ago that was like, oh yeah, like server shutdown or something negative was happening with it, and that's partially why what's it called, Wildcard went ahead and like remastered Arc and did all that stuff to kind of recoup some money.
Still active. Still in game preview. It has
Cool,
a
even better.
2.3 rating with 58% 1 star.
Yeah.
And most of these are how has it gotten worse and do not buy.
Game preview
That's
is a
rough.
cool system when people use it correctly. Like Phasmo coming out to console or coming to Xbox with the early tag is fine because the game works. There's a couple bugs that have pretty much all been smoothed out already, but like I don't expect that game to sit in game preview for the next 7 years like most of them do.
Oh, come on. Really? You're not going to expect it to sit there?
No.
It's just got to be a game preview.
I need ESO 6 to get a game preview.
Quit saying ESO 6.
Fuck off,
You
I'm
want-
stupid, I'm sorry.
You want Elder
Take this
Scrolls
Yeah,
6.
you
suck
are.
in the head.
Elder Scrolls Online is technically ESO 6.
Yeah. Kill yourself. Can we go back to him saying baby killing games? I have no idea what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
what's the freaking Who's Your
Who's
Daddy?
your
That
daddy?
game. Yeah.
Oh.
That game sat in game preview for like the last I don't know how long on both Steam and console. Like unless it finally came out and I didn't notice. I haven't looked at it in a while, but every time I've looked at that game card, it's always said early preview. I'm like, it's a game about a baby trying to die. Like,
Evil Tortilla Games Incorporated finally took off the game preview tag.
Yeah,
good
it's
for
out.
them. Good for them. I'll break out the party popper,
$10.
shoot the
We can-
champagne cork into their office.
See, the one I want was like the nanny one, where it's,
Yes,
I want that one
where
because
she can
I
kick
think
the baby.
yeah, it's fucking hilarious. You're like, come here, you little shit, and just kick the fucker out the window.
Kick it like Austin Powers kicking Mini Me.
Eee!
Poor Mini.
Assassin! Eee! fix them into the wall. Yeah, no,
Right.
that game does look really fun. Every time I've seen someone play it, I'm like those are the types of games that need to be picked up by Xbox and put for pass because that's good for
Yes.
everyone involved.
Another game I think the Odd Horizons crew needs to eventually get their hands on and play is Pico Park 2.
Yep. I was
Because
like,
we
I'm already
already
with
weren't,
you.
if we aren't already upset and angry with each other in our normal videos, just wait till we play that fucking game.
Yeah, that's gonna be. I'm gonna need to take blood pressure medication beforehand because I'm probably gonna take one look at it, understand the solution, and I'm trying to verbalize it. Meanwhile, Jarrett's like, "Oh, what's this do?" And I'm like, "Don't touch that!" And immediately blows us up. I'm like, Great.
It's gonna be the levels where it says don't touch the button
"Yeah,
because it kills you and you have to restart. And
Yep.
he's not gonna be able to jump over it.
no, it's
You know,
gonna be a whole
I'm
thing."
saying this now, but it's gonna end up being me who's gonna be the reason why we're halting progress.
Literally.
Well, I'm just ready for it to be like it's gonna be consistently like Jarrett and or like Coleman, being dick to dumper with each other, hitting the touch the button, kill button, whatever. It's like, oh, cool. And so they mess it up 80 times. And as soon as I accidentally mess it up one time, it'll be like, then you can't say anything to us. And I'm like, no, I still can. I absolutely can. Get ratioed, bitch. Like,
You will get slaughtered.
What? What'd you just say?
Nothing.
Lisa, just cut that out.
What?
Okay.
What if we play a hit game, Star Wars Outlaws?
Jared
No.
apparently likes it.
Everyone has said it's fine. It's just there's certain Ubisoft tendencies that make it where I'm like, I just know I won't enjoy it because like it looks just like Far Cry but Star Wars, so I don't care. I've not enjoyed a Far Cry since 4, but
5 was all right.
5's
It was
okay. I don't really like the concept of being in Colorado.
That was Wyoming.
Now Joseph Seed or whatever, John Seed, Joseph, what is he? Yeah,
Joseph
like
Jacob.
he's a
and
very interesting,
Trevor.
fun character because he's doing the whole like Waco thing. That's fun, but honestly, it would be funnier if you took the religious, like Christian zealot, and then took him to just South America like normal.
You heard it here
Have him
first,
be like
folks.
he's there to like convert people or whatever. I'm on a mission trip to make you believe in my God. They're like, all right, I like this guy.
I think that already happened once a long time ago.
In a Far
Yeah,
Cry game?
No, in real life.
Oh, I was like, was that a plot of a Far Cry game that I don't remember? I was like, if so, it has to be 1 because I don't think I ever played Far Cry 1.
You're
I
not
once think
missing
it was
much.
fun. I watched my dad play it. A lot.
Like 2 was fun.
2 was a
I like
lot of fun.
but that's as early as I went.
I played 2 a lot. I played very little of 3. Loved 4.
3 was really good. Oh, and Blood Dragon. Oh, I loved Far Cry Blood Dragon.
The issue with Far
Oh.
Cry is it's a game you can't go backwards on
Yeah.
because they have not changed their idea of what a Far Cry is in forever, other than Primal, which that was no, just a
Shouldn't have
no.
been called a Far Cry game, but it could have
Yeah.
been good.
Yeah,
It's the hardline effect.
yeah, exactly. But while I started with 4 and then went back to 3, I was like, oh, this is fine. But I'm like, this is clearly just 4 downgraded. Like you can see where the improvements were made, but it's the same
Mhm.
exact shtick.
Yeah.
Big boss, area clear, get tower. Move on to next
Yeah,
area.
exactly.
And then you just keep going back. You're like, oh, everything's the same, just worse.
hmm
And then you go forward, and it's like, well, they haven't done anything between 4 and Primal, and then 5, and now New Dawn, or what the fuck it was called,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then 6. And I was like, dude, something's got to give here.
Yeah, it's Ubisoft stock line.
I don't know how they're still a
Currently
company,
trading
honestly.
for like $2 a hit, so that's not great.
You know what game I'm like upset? Like, I'm upset that a lot of games like fizzled out and never came to life. Nitsuo Republic remake, but I'm not salty.
Yeah.
But that DVD killer, that was supposed to be a DVD killer. That
What?
it was like that horror game 4v1. You had to craft certain different types of damage to attack.
Oh, VHS.
Yeah, VHS.
Yeah.
It's
No,
supposed
I'm
to be
mad
a
about that one
DVD
too.
killer. That game looked fun. I watched you watch a couple videos on it. It looked
Mhm.
entertaining. Like, man, that
Yeah.
looks like fun.
Yeah, that was genuinely a cool concept on the twisting of the DVD formula where it's like, okay, each enemy, there's a couple monsters and the monsters have like 4 different like damage types you need to afflict them with before you can deal like the killing blow. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So you can like bait them into an area. It's like, oh, there's a crucifix on the ground. We got you with the holy damage. So that's 1 of 4 done. I can hit him with a couple Molotovs. Oh, I did the fire damage. That's done now. Stuff like that. Like that was cool. And then the devs spent too much money and then didn't make any money. So it's gone.
The amount of
It
good
is
games that we
unfortunate.
could get if people just weren't stupid with money is kind of astonishing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of smaller dev companies that are like, yeah, you have a great idea, but you have no money to do it. So it turns out being this piece of shit. But then you have companies like Bethesda with like Redfall. It's been in development for 7 years. We've changed what it's supposed to be 10 times. $4 billion. And it's shit.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they only published Redfall.
I don't care. It's their fault.
I mean, Arcane made it, and I don't like Arcane Studios because I mean, literally, the studio behind it is literally just, oh, but remember Dishonored 1? I'm like, yeah, I remember it being okay, and then I didn't care for anything else. Like the rest of their catalog was not great.
I never beat 2.
You're
It's
not
all
missing the
right.
whole. It's fine. I think 1's better than 2, and then 2's infinitely better than that weird DLC hybrid third game.
Correct, because here's their fucking top list. Dishonored 2. All right. Prey.
Yep.
Okay.
Prey
Dishonored,
was
Death
good.
and the Outsider. Then Wolfenstein
That DLC
Youngblood,
one.
Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, which I've never even fucking heard of,
I think it
Deathloop,
might be
and
a mobile
Redfall.
game.
They have a very, very defined shtick of what they like to do, and most of them are mid at best.
No, I haven't heard people say shtick in a while, and you've said it twice now this podcast.
That is true.
No problem with it.
I just don't hear that often, and you've said it twice in the last
It's a good saying.
14 minutes.
I mean, I would say it's a saying, but
Good term.
yeah, there you
Fun.
go. Things like bird in the
I'll just say
hand, two in the
shtick.
bush, that kind of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That kind of shtick, if you will.
Stick you in mud and see how you survive.
It's not mud,
Huh?
it's quicksand, which I was convinced as a child is the deadliest thing on earth.
Dude, don't get me started on that. Why was that like a thing? Like every children's programming had to tell you how to avoid dying in quicksand when I can't tell you where to find quicksand.
And it also is usually only a foot deep pit
Yeah.
that you
Not this,
stop
like,
in, and it's very easy to
cavern.
get out of. It's not this fucking like black hole vortex in the middle of fucking nowhere USA where you just put your foot down one day and go gone, just disappeared.
Like don't struggle, it makes it worse. And I'm like, okay, so it like pulls you down, but like I mean, like a true sinkhole is more dangerous than quicksand. Also, that's not like something you have to be like, oh, here's how you get out of it. It's just don't step in that hole.
Hope your home isn't built on a cave.
Yeah, exactly. It's like literally, I never understood that. The older and older I got, the more angry I got that I had to learn that. It's like, oh, okay, like every children's programming talked about it. Like, I'm pretty sure Lazy Town talked about it. Like
I missed that peak.
The one I remember the most was from Scooby-Doo. Talking about
Scooby Doo did
quicksand.
it. I would say like Dora or something like that probably did that. I probably saw when I was like hanging out with like my younger cousins when I was like slightly older than them.
Go Diego, go.
I was more of a go Diego go man myself.
It was better. George,
Because,
do you want
like,
to punch a wall? Do you know where the map is? It's in your fucking backpack. It's the same spot every goddamn time. Like, dude, stop asking.
Skippy's yelling at the TV and wondering why she can't hear him. Like,
Literally.
It's in your backpack. Turn around.
you dumbass!
It's
You
right
dumbass!
there.
Oh,
How do you
Be
see
getting
it?
mad
It's
at
got
a
fucking eyes.
Children's cartoon.
Literally.
because like wasn't the defining thing obviously besides it just being like one's a girl, one's a boy, wasn't so Dora was obviously like the language learning, but wasn't Diego's more like the animals and stuff?
It was also a bit like towards an older audience. It wasn't so much as, do you know where the map is? It was more of like a story based, which was kind of nice.
Yeah, that's what I remember. It like yeah, I felt like I could probably sit down and watch Go Diego Go now for a bit, but I could not sit down and watch Dora at all.
No, it's like watching
Like,
Cocomelon.
that's not well, I wouldn't go that far, but come on, you got to give it some credit. Cocomelon's
We should be
literally
a
for
proper
making your
country.
child mentally deficient.
Now we have Cocomelon and Bluey. The only issue with
Dude, I
Bluey is
hate
it's Australian.
My issue with Bluey is I never see a child talk about it. It's all adults. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't enjoy it. I appreciate children's programming that can be enjoyed by the child as well as the parent, because the parent should want their child to watch something they enjoy, but not something that makes them want to kill themselves. But it's weird that I never see a kid be like, I like Bluey. I've only seen 30-year-old women go, or 30-year-old boys go, I like Bluey. It's cool. It's got adult themes. And I'm like, all right.
Bluey deals with drug addiction.
Bluey escapes the cartel.
Also, this would be fire. I'd watch.
like it's just I don't know, it's weird because I think we've had this conversation about it before, but like it's weird because like it's one thing for like us to be like when we're 30, 10 years, 7 years.
Shh.
Um,
Hey, 6. Shut up.
yeah. But like when we're 30, for us to be like nostalgic and like talk about like Last Airbender, that's different because we grew up watching a thing that was aimed at kids but had adult themes then, and we watched it as kids. And as you get older, things change meaning and stuff. But I think that's completely different than just being like, I'm watching this for the first time at 30 years old, and it's now my entire personality.
It's the only thing I got going for me.
If that's the only thing you got going for you, you need to just restart. New life.
Oh, you don't need to restart.
I'm
You need to
supposed
shut down.
restart. You can't restart.
You don't know that. The Buddhists could be right.
What, of reincarnation?
You never know.
I hope when I, ultimately give up and I put a 12 gauge in my mouth, I hope I get a scene like the end of Neon Genesis where I just see the scientists when I wake up in the lab. They're just clapping around me, just saying congratulations and clapping all this. And there's a penguin there. It'll be just like Neon Genesis. I mean, or I put it in my mouth and I don't see anything anymore.
We're just one giant isekai.
I hope not.
Why?
I don't want to get isekai'd.
I think that'd be cool.
No, because I'd end up like ReZero.
Yeah, because like
I just die over and over.
you don't know where you're going. If that's the case, if you die and you end up in a different world, like also that could make for a decent show. If you have like an isekai set up, like each world he dies in, he moves to a new one.
There's gotta be
That'd be
one.
kind of funny.
Those motherfuckers are crazy with those.
You get a good one, and then you just get like a random arrow through the head. And you're like,
Yeah,
damn it.
and then like you just get a string of bad ones in a row. So it's just you. As soon as you like wake up in this new world, just finding the quickest way to kill yourself.
Water. I need water.
Bridge, jump.
Why?
Jokes, because your next world you get reincarnated as a fucking vending machine.
Shut
Get
up.
reincarnated as a toilet. Fat Albert.
Aww. Does it have to be Fat Albert?
Yes.
I'd rather not.
You don't get a say because when you die, you go somewhere new.
Well, I'm pretty sure if he sat on me, I'd kill myself. Or I'd actually probably just die.
And if Jarrett was here right now, he'd do the hey, but I'm not going to because I respect my digital footprint.
Jared does not.
Yeah, some of us don't.
It's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to say it anyway. And I'm like, Jarrett, no.
Need a clip of it.
Jared just kind of likes to talk a lot.
He does.
You can't help it.
He's a professional
can't help
yapper, and that's all right.
That's the only professional thing he is, pretty much. That and alcoholic.
Hey, he's quitting.
Sorry, professional fun haver.
When this podcast airs,
Yeah.
he is officially sober for what time does he go up?
3 days. 3 days.
3 days, huh? It's even better. See, he'll be fine.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, so, because here's the thing, right? I've already made I'm going to, this is my New Year's resolution on the pod. I'm going to also go dry with Jarrett at least through January. So,
At least. Well, it's as long as that Jared's is gonna last, so
yeah,
it's perfect. At least
I'm at least
you said an end
yeah.
date.
I think realistically, I could do January, maybe January, February, but then like I would like to have a drink again. But the bigger thing for me is like I'm trying to cut out like no more pop for January as well, and like limiting my coffee.
Let it be known that he had 3 cups of coffee before this podcast.
I had one
so
before the podcast, and I have one now.
He's had 2 cups of
The
coffee.
first one was low calf, so it's like 1.5 cups.
Doesn't count, right?
Well, yeah, it doesn't count. It's like I didn't kiss with tongue, so I didn't kiss you. So it wasn't gay.
No, you just drink Diet Coke. Just drink normal Coke.
Dude, let's talk about that one, Skippy. I need you to like work with me here. Like, what's the Diet Coke obsession? Explain it to me. Like,
It's all we drank growing up. Actually growing up it was Diet Pepsi, and then they switched their fucking
Diet
formula.
Pepsi tastes better than Diet Coke.
I don't know, man. Just something
I don't know,
tastes
man.
so
I don't
good.
buy it.
No, like not even like I could go for like a Coke Zero.
No. When you don't grow up
Probably not.
drinking it, so now they're like, oh, we added the sugar-free one that is basically just,
Yeah, but you
I'm
can,
like,
you
well, I
can
don't like the
switch. You
taste
could
of
still
Coke.
change.
No,
The past can be fixed. Like,
the past is already set in stone. There's no fixing this. I will die with a Diet Coke in my hand.
I mean,
Just how it
We
is.
can make that happen.
Last thing before we end the pod, you see Pow World got rid of their fucking Pokeballs or Pow Balls.
they had
You
to.
would too if Nintendo fucking threatened you with a suicide.
In compliance with Nintendo.
Those
Yeah.
motherfuckers don't fuck around.
Because that
They
was
said fucking
so
assassins.
that's the part of the copyright that's what they were claiming it was. It's the idea of capturing creatures within spheres that's a Pokemon thing, even though I'm pretty sure there's other capture things that have them in spheres, but like it's not even like it had the design of a Pokeball on it. Like
So if we used cubes,
cubes are okay. That's
would
what
be
at least
fine?
my understanding of the copyright interference claim was. It was just the idea that they were capturing them in spheres. Like you could capture them in like capsules, like Dragon Ball capsules. That'd be okay. Like, but
capsule
yeah, but
core.
not balls. Balls not okay. It's Nintendo unless they're in the CEO's mouth.
Nintendo will fuck you. They will send assassins. They do not give a singular fuck. Nintendo don't fuck around.
They've
They also don't do a whole
had
lot
a
other
lot
than
of
that. But,
time.
you know, they protect their fucking copyrights. And you try to emulate a
They don't
fucking
fuck around, but also
35-year-old
all they do is
game
fuck around.
because you can't play it anymore, they will kill you.
Yeah,
I've seen men die. How dare you want to play Pokemon? Oh God, what was the first one on DS?
On an emulator,
Yeah, what was the first one
Yeah.
on DS after Blue Green?
it was probably
Soul Silver.
no. It was it.
Was it
No,
Silver?
it wasn't Soul Silver. It was Diamond and Pearl.
Oh, you're right. No, yeah.
No, hard to find a Diamond and Pearl cartridge. It's fucking impossible. Like legit impossible to find a
I
working
still
one.
have them. I still have my Diamond and Pearl ones, and they're
I lost my
working.
fucking Platinum one. I'm so pissed.
To be
Best
fair,
I still have
Pokemon.
my Platinum one too.
it's one of the best ones. Yeah, and like, admittedly, they did do like the remasters for the Switch, which like aren't perfect, but like they still made me happy. You know,
But
it was
again,
nice
you
to
have to
go
buy a new
back.
console for them.
Yeah, but I had the new
I had them on
console.
Switch.
I
You
bought it
buy
with
a
my
fucking
Walmart discount
Switch.
when I worked there.
Like if I just want to go back and play one
I probably
singular
should have done
game,
that.
and you're not producing the means for me to play that anymore without buying a $300 console, it's like $199, whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna emulate it, and that should be okay. You've made your fucking money, but no, you threatened to
like,
send samurai at my door in the year 2024, 2025 to murder me because it's wrong. It's a sin. I dishonored their fucking family.
Samurai to murder.
They are
The Last
literally
Samurai.
their last
They're
samurai is a
sending Tom
Nintendo
Cruise.
employee. That's all he does all day. He sends out and sends cease and
Keanu
desist.
Reeves, if you will.
Yeah, I don't think they call him that anymore. I think it's just the Yakuza now. I don't think they have Samurai.
Nintendo does. There's fucking like Sacred Palace or something there.
Sacred Palace, also known as Nintendo HQ Japan.
Literally. That's also gonna be a terrible company to
Nintendo
work
World.
for. Like if you're not a high boss.
Yeah, no. I would rather die than work at Nintendo, personally speaking.
Nintendo Japan. Nintendo USA probably isn't too bad, but it's still a Japanese company in America. So their culture is gonna be miserable where you work 8 to 10 every day. No family, no life.
What's your excuse?
Fat.
All right. As we're wrapping it up, in the year 2025, comment down below what games you want us to see us play this year. If there's some you want us to see.
Coleman, go ahead
What
and
topics
comment.
you want us to talk about on the podcast? Yeah, I know Coleman's probably going to
Empire of the
comment
Ants,
like,
Pullman.
"Hell let loose."
Empire of the Ants.
Hell let loose.
You know, Coleman's going to comment. No, here right now, we're all going to guess one game that he's going to comment that we should play, and he's going to play honorably
mine.
and not change his answer based on what we say.
He definitely will change his
Civ
answer
7.
based on what we say.
Realistically, Civ 7.
The game that's out right
Oh.
now, jackass.
Hear it all over again. What's the worst game you played this year? Or what's the best game that came out this year? Probably this game that came out 7 years ago.
Probably Wolf Among Us.
I'm like, I hate you.
Jarrett, 2024. Well, I played it in 2024.
He's not the brightest.
I'm going to
crayon
go
box.
with Coleman wants us to do a video where we all race to get a high score on Zuma.
What'd you say, Skippy?
Coleman probably wants us to play Chivalry again. It's a good answer.
I'm sticking with Hell Let Loose.
Hell Let Loose is a genuinely good answer, but which now that we have more people with cards, that's more of an option. But
He's like, why can't we do this? I'm like, well, the games last 2 hours, and we see people for like 10 minutes of
right,
it.
it's as long as
Or he's just too lazy to
admittedly,
cut.
if we all have cards now, we're fine. We could make it work, but before,
Apparently, though, Coleman did say there were like smaller game modes.
yeah, they added one where I think the map's like a third of the size and the teams are roughly the same size, so it's more of like a chaos pit. But
which is fine. I
Yeah.
think that's
I'll never
I'm
listen to
pretty sure that's the thing I
4-year-old
saw.
fat men that couldn't make it in the actual army try to pretend to be commanders and captains over a fucking intercom. I don't care what it is. Fun game, but some of the community kind of
Walkie-talkie.
ruins it sometimes. Like, this is your captain speaking. Attack the seawall. Why aren't you
Why
doing
does Skippy
it?
still sound normal to
Yeah,
me?
no, it's so crazy. He thinks he's doing a voice, but he's not.
Fine, I'll get fatter. Hold on. I gotta channel my inner whale.
Goodbye, everyone.
Why are you doing Nixon?
That's all I know.
You're
I
literally
can't do a
doing-
Churchill.
fellow troops.
My fellow Americans, today we will fight
for the
freedom.
All right, goodbye, everyone.
All right, let's get out of here.